the sparkle in your eyes. I feel
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Jasmine. Welcome if you are a returning subscriber. What's up guys? What's good? What's happening? We're back with another flight attendant video today, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I pack food for a 3-day trip. I go on A days tomorrow. If you're new to the flight attendant lingo, A days are my on-call, ready reserve days. That is when basically the airline can call me from midnight to midnight for 3 days in a row and bring me into work. I am going to be packing some food, packing lunch for work. I have some things that are already made, and then we'll be making some things together here in this video. So stay tuned if you want to know how a flight attendant packs food for multiple days to go on an airplane and go around the world. And before we get into the video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, turn your bell notifications on, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and stay tuned for all of my videos. That bell notification is so important so you don't miss when I upload every Wednesday and Sunday at 2 p.m. Let's get into today's video. When packing food as a flight attendant, a couple of important things to have are, one, a good lunchbox. Something big, something durable. 98% of the time you'll talk to flight attendants and they will say their lunchbox is a lot heavier than their suitcase, because we are packing like 3 days worth of food in here, sometimes 6. So it's important to be as efficient as possible. I have the eBags lunchbox. I will link it down below if you're interested. I do want a new lunchbox. I've had this one since I became a flight attendant 2.5 years ago, and I just am ready for something bigger. This one specifically has lots of compartments, so typically I store a lot of my like snacks, tea, oatmeal in this top compartment. So as you see, I have some things in here already, and it has 2 little cup holder sides here, and then it also has a smaller zipper in the front. That's usually where I have like my condiments and my extra silverware. And then you have the main part of the lunchbox, and this actually is detachable. It was time for me to wash it again, so I actually just washed it. But like I said, I could really use a larger lunchbox, so I think that is something that is in my near future. But that's first and foremost, to make sure you have a good durable lunchbox. A couple of things that are important when packing your food are to pack things that are easy to heat up. So I have food in here that's already made that I will be packing in this lunchbox for my trip tomorrow. And I will say that the things that saved my life are glass containers like these, aluminum foil, and baggies. So the airplanes are equipped with ovens. You cannot put plastic in the oven. So no Tupperware or anything like that, no cardboard boxes. It must be in aluminum or it must be in glass. So these are sold like at Kroger and stuff. I got mine at Kroger. And these work great. I'm able to put a serving of food in here. This is like dinner or lunch. And sometimes I'll use these. It's the exact same thing, just a smaller portion. And then another thing is, like, if you have bread for your buns or certain things you want to heat up, regardless if I pack anything in aluminum foil, I always bring at least a good healthy sheet of aluminum foil, because what if I buy food on my trip and I want to heat it up on the plane? Most food doesn't come in an aluminum tin. So the best way to go around that is to always have a piece of aluminum foil in your suitcase, or your lunchbox. Another good thing is, if you like to pack fruit and snacks and other things like that, baggies are good. They also have these in like silicone baggies, where you can, like silicone Ziploc bags, where you can put them in microwaves, you can put them in the dishwasher, you can heat them up normally, and those are super helpful because you're able to compact food and take up less space in your suitcase. So if I wanted to pack salmon for lunch, I could get one of those silicone Ziploc bags, stuff it in there, instead of having to utilize an entire Tupperware that'll just take up a lot of space, and I'll be able to put the silicone Ziploc bag in the oven. So these are just a couple of things that I use that help me out when I'm on trips and make me have the most efficient and easiest access to be able to eat my food. I don't put all of my food in glass containers because I only eat one meal, at least one meal on the plane. So most of my stuff is in Tupperwares or other forms of packaging, but I at least do one lunch and one dinner in a glass container just in case I need to eat on the plane. So now that that's out the way, we're gonna go ahead and pack up some food. So when I'm packing my food for lunch, when I'm packing my food to go to work as a flight attendant for multiple days at a time, I always just start with breakfast, and I make a menu pretty much every time that I'm ready to pack my food. So this menu is going to be breakfast. I will be doing egg whites and chicken sausage. When it comes to snacks, I have a couple of snack options already, but on this menu, I'm gonna do mini keto cookies and chips and hummus. So that's an easy snack to pack up. I'll bring the hummus just in its regular container, and then I have these chips already stored in baggies, so those are ready and I can just grab, go, and eat. For lunch, I actually got a cauliflower pizza, so I will actually heat this up right now at home in the oven, and then I'll package it into aluminum foil, and then I will just put the aluminum foil pizza in my suitcase, and I'll mainly have that for on the plane. So I'll heat that up on the plane, and if I need to heat it up in a regular microwave, I can always transfer it to a napkin or a paper plate. But sometimes I like to do frozen meals because it's a lot easier, especially when you're packing for multiple days. I like to have options. And so I'll interchange that. I am going to be gone for 3 days, so I have this pasta and chicken as a lunch option, or the cauliflower pizza. So whatever I'm feeling, I'll be able to grab either or. And then for dinner, I'm going to make chicken quesadillas for dinner. I also pre-made some jasmine rice, which I might throw into one of the things, and then I like to juice my vegetables, so that's how I'll get my vegetable intake while I'm at work. I can throw the juices in my bag and be good to go. So let's go ahead and cook the rest of this food and get it packaged into our suitcase or into our lunchbox.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I can pass that like stocking. Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locking. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. I can put the ball in the end zone, put a bet in the friend zone. This shit sound like an intro jet song. Give me that tempo. Ooh. So cool, he a fool with this shit. Told her don't let her friends know. In the building, I move like a dime. Eating fettuccine or Vincenzo's. I like to call it a passion. I can be sitting relaxing. PG, we getting some traction. I'm at the venue, it's packing. I'm digging her accent. I got a beauty Simon down on me, and she tryna get it unfastened. That's my type of distraction. That's my type of she Latin. Got my own flow and I'm about to get a patent. Brand new sheets for the bed they satin. Y'all wasn't tuned in back then. I swag they keep jacking. I ain't doing no verse, quit asking. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
Okay everyone, all of the food is cooked. The only thing that I haven't cooked was my breakfast. I am gonna wake up a little bit earlier and cook my egg whites and chicken sausage first thing in the morning before I leave for work, because I would just prefer that to be completely fresh. The next trick to, packing food as a flight attendant is getting it in here. Now, the biggest reason I wanted a new lunchbox is just because I just don't have enough space. So I saved space by, for example, one of the things I did to save space was, this is 2 days worth of chicken quesadillas, but I put them all in the same container so that if I need to heat them up, I can either put them on aluminum foil in the oven on the plane, or just use a different Tupperware, or remove, there's things that I can divvy up and do. So that saves space, so I don't have 2 containers for the quesadillas. So we'll go ahead and try to pack those in there. I have 2 servings of, know, no pasta, pasta and chicken. And so I'm gonna slide that in there like this.
Hi guys.
That's my 3-year-old. So I have 2 containers like this. I just brought some spare rice because you just never know. What if I get stuck somewhere? I'm there for a longer time. So I always have extra if I just feel like eating rice. I have rice, the same thing of this, but in a different container. So I'll probably stack these here in the corner, along with the small container for salsa. It's a great thing to have different variations of sizes when it comes to your containers, because you can do things like this, store your ketchup and condiments and salsas and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide that in the corner like that. And then my hummus is already open, so I want to keep this as flat as possible. So I'm just gonna lay that right on top. And then I packed my pizza in just aluminum like little foils, because this definitely saves space. As you see, I barely have room for anything else. So what I really could do is just lay my pizza right here on top. I actually plan on storing my egg whites and salt and chicken sausage in these. So it'll be 2 days worth. So I'll eat one tomorrow and I'll eat one the next day. And I can store those in here like this. You have to get really creative. And then another thing that I noticed that saves space when it comes to, okay, boom, this is exactly how I will do it once those other 2 containers are full. And then I have just enough space to like throw an ice pack or 2 in here. So as you see, I pretty much have no space for anything else, but this is how I have to finesse and finagle food for 3 days. Here's a better look at how I kind of stored everything. I never eat the same thing every trip. It's always different. So there's always a different reason and way that I pack things, but this is a good example of how I managed to pack 3 days worth of food for a trip as a flight attendant. So I hope that this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed watching me cook and pack all of my food in my lunchbox for work. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn your bell notifications on so you don't miss when I upload every Wednesday and Sunday at 2 p.m. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.